forgot the sugar, Elsa.
Oh.
And since we have an early tea tomorrow, we'd best have our Ovaltine and go to bed. Oh. Oh dear, Elsa has forgotten the sugar!
Not on my account.
You don't take sugar.
I don't take Ovaltine.
Oh, Sarge, I think it's good enough for Orphan Annie. Here's a list of the people you'll be picking up in the morning. At 9:30 a.m. in front of the Brill building, Mr. Eddie McEwen. Mr. McEwen is a struggling young comedian. Oh, the Brill building is...
I know where it is.
Oh, of course you do. Oh, then Mrs. Baverstock will be at her apartment at 2:30 East 50th Street. Oh, I am getting to understand that Mr. McEwen is a struggling young comedian, so perhaps to spare Mrs. Baverstock, he'd best ride up front with you.
Swell.
Oh, and then out of the apartment on 92nd Street, you would pick up an actor named Mr. Patrick O'Reilly. Mr. O'Reilly is an Irish tenor.
You told us, Mrs. Baverstock, you had a new chauffeur?
I made up some story, yes. The others will arrive by car and train, and I do hope they leave it for that.
Snow's supposed to stop by midnight.
Oh, snow. Goodness.
and still falling all along the eastern seaboard. What had been originally estimated as 2 inches has already doubled.
I hope this
with no
doesn't
end in
scare away
sight.
our people.
What?
I said I hope this doesn't scare away our people.
Jolly! These are actors, directors, composer, producer, lyricists coming to get my money for their Broadway show. Nothing but the end of the world will stop them.
If this is gonna work, you've got to say the speech exactly like we've rehearsed it.
Yes.
You're going to be able to pull off your end of this, okay?
Espionage is in my blood, Sergeant. I won't fail you. Oh my goodness. Poor dead Bibi's deco makeup kit. Being en courant was so important to her, and now she's anything but.
Here.
Oh, that which may reveal a murderer. Oh, Sergeant, this is going to be a grand adventure, isn't it? Oh, and I planned the perfectly grand menu for the occasion. To begin, December fish, followed by lobster on deck. Oh my goodness.
Well, since my first adventure will be driving through a snowstorm tomorrow, I better go get some
Oh,
sleep.
yes, of course, you must be tired, but I must say, you are something of a surprise to me, Sergeant. I thought all New York City policemen should be Irish.
We are.
Right this way. The room is just down the hall to the right.
Nor the Federal Bureau of Investigation would confirm these rumors. The Nazi submarine is believed to have landed these men on the shore off Long Island earlier this month. With the discovery of the body of Franz Becker knifed to death in the back of a restaurant in the Yorkville section of Manhattan, it is now believed that only one, possibly the leader of the saboteurs, is still at large. In other news, the British 8th Army announced success today in North Africa near Sidi Barrani.
Shovel. The boar needs condiments. Will you see to it?
Ja, Frau.
Oh, not give Frau. A bit formal this morning, aren't we? Oh, I know what it is. Little Elsa's curious about my overnight guest, isn't she? Not to be curious which bedroom he slept in. Mine. Don't worry, you're still a princess around here. Now to the day. Else I need your job most efficient today. There will be 7 for lunch, 4 for dinner. You're most efficient today. I'm not at liberty to tell you why, but today you add a bone-chilling factor to the bone. Grosse Canuten and alls. Yes. Oh, clear that also, will you?
Thank you. Sure, we're after being stuck down on the road at the bottom of your driveway, wouldn't you know?
Yeah, here's the car.
No, that's another car. We can't even make it up the hill. I'm Patrick O'Reilly. I'm one of the actors. I thought I'd be after coming up to see if I could borrow a sheeple.
A shivel? Oh, Fräulein von Grossenhüttelten is using it right now. May I take your coat?
Well, I guess I'll go back down there and see what I can do.
You are Irish, Mr. O'Reilly?
That's Patty's cow! And you are Scandinavian.
I am German.
Are you now?
A refugee. Fräulein von Grossenhüttelten gave me refuge here 4 years ago.
Did she now?
From the Nazis.
The Nazis, was it?
Swine that they are.
I see. Well, it's been most interesting meeting you, Miss...
Wenzel. House of Wenzel.
Wenzel! Yes! Faith and Magona, but isn't there a very famous German cabaret entertainer named Wenzel? At the Tivoli, I believe.
You are familiar with German cabaret entertainers?
Well, it's after being my business now, isn't it? Yetterwenzel. Isn't that his name?
I never paid much attention to the cabarets. And this is the library king. We'll be holding the auditions here, darling. Director at work. Fabulous. Move it anywhere you like.
It's perfect.
Oh, it's wonderful! Oh, hello! I'm Nessa Van Grotiken, your host. Here you are.
Hello, I'm Patrick O'Reilly. I'm one of the actors. We're stuck down below. I came up to see if we could borrow a shovel.
A shovel. A shovel.
Oh, yes, a shovel, of course. Yes, there's one right outside the door there. Oh, this is Miss Nikki
Crandall.
And this is your director, Kendall.
Pleased to meet you, I'm sure. And now we have to get in that shovel.
Oh, I'll go with you, darling.
It's after being down to the bottom of the hill, miss. And the snow is as steep as the cliffs of Killarney.
Oh, Mr. O'Reilly, I'm a barbarian stock. Snow is in my blood.
But not in your heart, dear Elsa. This lady is the most generous patron of our art alive today.
And I can.
Without you, Elsa, there would only be 30 or 40 shows on the Great White Way. She bagged 12 last season.
Good. I do like to do. Ken, suppose you mix you and Miss Crandall a drink, and I'll have Elsa take your luggage to over Northwest Guestford House. Roger and Bernice will be down as soon as they fall out. Marjorie's trudging up the hill, and soon we'll all be together once more. Right, Ken?
Yes, it'll be good to see Roger and Bernice again.
Yes, all together once more. Right, Ken?
Yes.
Oh, yes. And when I get back, I want to hear about Hollywood and what it's like.
Just dump the garment district in the middle of an orange grove. That's Hollywood.
How picturesque!
Of course, there is an ocean there somewhere.
Never seen the ocean.
Well, certainly I've seen the ocean. I was at a party in Santa Monica one night, and someone pulled open the drapes.
Oh.
Drink?
No, thank you.
You were about to tell me in the cab what show you were with in Washington.
Oh, yes, do, Barry.
Oh, you know Bob then.
Bob?
Bob Alton, the choreographer.
Oh, no, this is with the road show. Jimmy Arterman staged it.
Ah, and you closed in Washington.
No, I left the show in Washington.
Not to come up here for a backer's audition, I
Oh,
hope.
no, I've got other things on the fire.
And you're a singer-dancer?
Dancer, mostly.
Yes, I had that thought when I watched you get off the train.
Oh, you mean I walk like a duck?
No, you tripped over your suitcase.
Sure sign.
And with whom did you study dance?
Oh, see, well, I'm from Chicago.
I know Chicago quite well.
Oh, actually, south of there. Do you know Kankakee?
I'm afraid not.
Oh, well, I studied there with Natasha Dubrovskia.
I see.
Gee, this is a swell house, isn't it?
Yes.
I bet there are some swell houses in Hollywood.
Ostentatious, but swell, yes.
And you live out there?
I'm hoping this enterprise brings me back to New York.
Oh, are you shooting a movie now?
I've just finished a picture.
Oh,
Moonlight in Rio.
Moonlight in Rio. You shot a movie in Brazil?
No, I shot it in Culver City.
Oh.
Except for the beach. Beach I shot in Oxnard.
Oh, well, who's in it?
Alice Faye. Dick Powell.
Really?
Phil Silvers. Ann Miller. Patsy Kelly. George Brett. Loritz Melchior. Yasha Heifetz. And Bora Minovich.
Oh, sure, I've seen that.
You probably did. But this one hasn't been released yet.
Oh.
It's good. Good to be back.
In New York?
The theater.
Oh.
That event, as ancient as man, and as mysterious and inspiring as the nature man first sought to imitate or appease in his earliest rituals. Rituals which we now call the theater. Not moving pictures, but life. Life distilled to the pure, clear ring of truth. Never forget that. It is your heritage.
Oh, well, sure, but I've only ever done musical comedy, so...
Yes, well, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to take my sherry upstairs and into the bathtub. Try to get rid of some of this Union Pacific Railroad I've brought with me.
Sure, I want to look over these leaves anyway.
See you later.
Hi, I'm Admiral Byrd. Am I lost? This the North Pole? Boy, what a blizzard. I passed 4 penguins on my way up here. One of them was wearing a polar bear. Only kidding. Hi, what are you doing? This your place?
No, I'm Nikki Crandall. Miss Von Grossen Canute went down the hill to help some people who were stuck.
That's us, and a taxi ahead of us and a car behind us. They'll never make it up the hill. I decided to help.
You're the boots on the Oriental.
Oh, yeah, sorry. You, here for the audition?
Yes.
You write it, or?
I'm an actress.
Great, guess we'll be working together.
You're an actor?
Well, I'm a comedian, actually. You see Hell's Upon Me?
No, are you in it?
I had a couple of bits, yeah. I left it about a month ago. Doing some radio. This the closet?
No, it's down the hall.
Oh, out here?
Yes. Heart me, is this my heart? On my sleeve while we're apart.
Oh, you got music.
Yeah, did they sing you some?
I only got the gig yesterday.
Oh.
Some other guy got sick. My agent asked me, can I sing? Sure, I said. Always say yes. One of my rules. So this morning, a limo picks me up and parks me in front with the chauffeur. Then we pick up a dame and a mug in Yorkville. What a trip. Driving through a snowstorm. I can't see a thing, so I don't know how the driver can. And on top of that, he's deaf.
Death.
Had to be. I did 40 minutes of my best stuff. He don't crack a smile. What else merry-go-round?
Nice tune.
By Roger Hopewell and Bernice Roth. Hopewell and Roth? Is this going to be one of their shows?
Guess so.
Hot dog!
Don't get any better than that.
What a break. They got a string of hits. I think except for Manhattan Holiday, they've never had a flop.
Yeah.
What's the other music? Is there a number for a comment?
Oh, I'm not sure, but Mr. Delamaze will assign parts.
Ken DeLamaze? He's here too? He's the director? Hot dog!
You didn't know that either.
I don't know anything except I'm getting $25 to do a backers audition for some thing named Von Grusen something.
Knuten.
No thanks, I just had a Danish.
No, that's your name, Miss Von Grossen Knuten.
Hey, that was a joke. I'm a comic, remember?
I'll try.
Boy, this is the opportunity of a lifetime. To be at the start of a hit show, I guess they're looking for a producer.
Well, as I understand it, they've got a producer. They're looking for an angel.
Who's the producer?
Marjorie Baverstock.
Hot dog! Marjorie Baverstock! Marjorie Baverstock?
She was the one in your car. Was she wearing a mink? Going back out.
I'm going back, period, to New York City.
What?
It's the same people, Manhattan Holiday, the same creative team.
So they had a die. That scares you back to New York?
No, the stage tour slasher scares me back to New York.
No,
Did you
no.
know? Where you been? 2 years ago, 3 women murdered, all chorus girls, all Manhattan Holiday.
Oh, I think I read something about it, but I was on the road.
They had to close the show. The chorus wouldn't come back to work until they got the slasher. And lady, they never got him. Let's hit the breeze.
Well, if he only kills women, what are you so worried about?
How do I know he hasn't changed his preferences? Come on.
What makes you think this slasher would even come here? There are no chorus girls here. Oh, wait a minute, let me go get my coat. Wait a minute, this is silly. The only similarity is the creative team. And besides, it's a dark and stormy day, and look at it. And the killer could be stranded out there in the snow, waiting. And it's only gonna get darker and darker.
You can stop before you get to Dracula's entrance, okay? Come on, get your coat.
Oh,
I'll leave her a note. I'll take my chances outside. Well, there must be 25 rooms in the show, and the slasher could be hiding in any of them. And that don't count the closets.
my gosh.
What?
It's a secret tunnel.
Let's get out of here.
Let's take a look.
My gosh, they do exist.
Who do?
I thought it was only in the movies, whenever there's a lunatic killer loose, killing everybody and their brother. Somebody, usually a dame, hears a noise in the hen house and goes out in the pitch black night to
And
investigate.
did you ever notice in those same movies there's a big, strong hero who's not afraid of the dark?
I'm a comic, remember? The Dark Devil is here. It's part of it.
Yes. Oh, no, you must be just a big human. Since suppose you're the only one unaccounted for. I'm Elsa von Grottknuten, and of course you know Mrs. Beaverstock and Mr. O'Reilly since you rode up here with them.
Hardly know Elsa, as Mr. McEwen was up front with your drivers. I didn't get the opportunity to tell you, Mr. McEwen, that I find it simply divoon of you to fill in at the last moment like this.
Well, thanks, but I...
And I can't believe you met Mrs. Beaverstock. Mr. McEwen, do you have a cold?
No, see, there's a bit of hitch. I got my dates mixed up, and I'm due back in New York.
Oh, really? When?
It would be right now.
Oh, perhaps it skipped your attention, but we're having a blizzard.
I know, but...
Well, I know I, for one, would be quite sorry to see you
Yes.
go. I've heard such good things about your work. And Ken De La Maze, who's directing the audition, knows every agent in Hollywood. Do you have an agent in Hollywood, Eddie?
Come on, let's get to work.
Well, what about the slasher?
Let him get his own agent.
Elsa, I can't wait for you to hear the show. It's divoon, simply divoon. And I've got the budget all worked out, even down to the opening night party.
Oh, you shouldn't.
We'll hold it at Sardi's naturally. And if we charge the actors just a teensy cover charge, we'll break even. Elsa,
Oh, yes.
are you redecorating?
Oh, my. Bookcases have been changed. Someone moved the pinhold.
Oh, I guess I did that.
Oh, so
Secret passage, Elsa, where does it lead?
To other passages, the house is laced with them.
My goodness, Nancy Drew would be in seventh heaven, wouldn't she? You never told me about this one, Elsa, never.
They're nothing, Marjorie. Just your everyday secret passageway.
Was this a stop on the Underground Railway or something?
No.
Then why?
Oh. Why? Because my father who built this house was Baron Wilhelm von Grottknuten.
Ah, yes!
Oh, you've heard of it, perhaps?
Well, wasn't there a motion picture about him with Eric von Stroheim? Or am I thinking of someone else?
Someone else. Oh, no, legend. There was never a motion picture on him. He built this house when he left Germany at the end of the war.
He was a general?
He was a Kaiser chief of espionage and the most brilliant mind in intelligence history.
So he was a spy.
Oh, you've heard perhaps of the dry newspapers. The Colonel read a letter. The Von Mookie note. The Hasselhoff memo. The Annex shopping list. Events which changed the course of history with my father working at their center, cloaked in an atmosphere of secrecy, stealth, and subterfuge.
But why the secret passages?
It was the only way he could leave the room.
It's all our company met.
Oh, kids, darling, how did you?
Marjorie, honey.
Let me introduce Kit. This is Ken De La Maze, who's directing the audition. Haven't you met Ken?
Hi, I'm Eddie McEwen. I just did Elsa Papa.
Eddie, we'll get to work shortly. Before we do...
Excuse me, Nutgefrau, but I cannot find the meat cleaver.
Meat cleaver.
Or the hors d'oeuvres. Yeah.
Make yourselves comfortable. My home is yours. I'll be right back. Also, you surely need a meat cleaver.
Yeah, but
Ken, darling, look, a secret passage.
Oh, yes. So it is. Very like the one I just used in The Circular Staircase. With Paulette Goddard, Laird Krieger, Judith Anderson, Lionel Atwill, George Sanders, Peter Lorre, and John Carradine.
I saw it, Ken, and it was some of your best work.
It hasn't been released yet. Now, cast, as I was saying, we will get to work shortly. But before we do, let me remind you that while this may only be a backer's audition for an audience of one, it is still the theater. So any questions you have about character or interpretation, bring them out. Theater, after all, is life distilled to the pure, clear ring of truth. An event as ancient as...
Quickly, someone! A martini, I'm in danger of frostbite! Marjorie, sweetheart, I just love your new word!
Let's introduce. This is Roger Hopewell. There to do your music, Roger.
Oh!
Mr. McEwen. Miss Crandall. And Mr. O'Reilly.
Oh, your eyes are very blue.
Perhaps I don't have that for you at all. It makes it so much easier to excuse licentious behavior.
It's not being licentious, Marjorie. A bit lascivious, maybe a bit licentious, but not licentious.
What's the difference?
The placement of the tongue, I imagine.
Ken! I didn't see you there. How wonderful to be working with you again. I was just saying to Bernice on the way here, now our script will have distilled truths, clean rings, new spark plugs, and all those wonderful things Ken does. And you are the comic.
Right? You've seen me work?
No, I merely assumed that's why you only had on one overshoe.
My gosh, forgot all about it.
I must have that martini.
How about our actors? Dare to have a drink before attempting to entice Elsa out of her money?
Not right now, thanks.
I wouldn't mind a shot of bourbon if you got it.
Hi, gang.
Bernice, darling!
Bernice, you are looking wonderful.
Missed you, kid.
You've added a bracelet, I see.
Have a drink with us, Bernice. I'm having a teeny martini.
Then I shall have a huge Manhattan.
With a cherry?
Oh, be realistic, Raja.
This is Bernice Roth. Bernice, the librettist. Your cast.
Your cast.
Martini time!
Oh, sorry, I'm so late getting downstairs, but this storm froze the lock on my overnight case, and I was upstairs heating it with a candle.
Heating the lock?
Yes, and the candle kept dripping wax on the floor, so naturally I moved into the closet and set something on fire.
It says what on fire?
Well, I don't know, because whatever it was burned up. And then as I'm on the floor in the closet under this raging fire, in comes the maid and wants to know if I'm Haitian. Oh, his eyes are very blue.
Ain't it something to be with all these famous people?
I guess so.
Ken, I love your tan.
It only cost one soul.
Oh, it may cost both of us. Bernice and I have been approached about doing a motion picture later this year. Have you heard of Abbott and Costello?
Those two guys in the Bobby Clark thing?
Streets of Paris.
Streets of Paris, yes. Well, Universal has signed them, and they've spoken to us about doing some songs.
Oh, we should. That reminds me of the boy in that show, The Dancer, Grover Champion.
Gower Champ.
We should think about using him, Bernice. I know we're only in first draft, but think about taking that long, long, long section where the sailor's telling the girl how beautiful she is and make it a ballet.
I didn't think that section was all that long.
Have you ever noticed in Bernice's writing, whenever someone tells a woman how beautiful she is, the scene seems to go on forever?
That comes from an understanding of romance, Roger. Something you are quite hazy on.
It comes from that smoked mirror you have hanging over your desk, is what it comes from.
Come on, kids, let's get to work.
Oh, we're all together once more, and all be comfortable.
We're fine, Elsa.
We were about to start rehearsals, Alice.
Oh, wonderful!
Oh, wonderful. It's only past 1 and it's getting so dark outside. Wonderful. The snow just won't stop, will it? What are we having, Bernice?
Oh, whatever's closest.
Okay.
Excuse me, not Gefro. But your cook called and is snowed in.
Well, there's nothing to show for it, but I shall go into the kitchen and whip us up a quick lunch. We don't want you hungry for big show now, do we? Oh, come house, let's see if we can remember how to do sauerbraten.
Sauerbraten?
How inspired. She's chosen a dish that even if she screwed up, no one would know the difference.
I suggest we get started with the rehearsal, since that is why we're here.
Is it? Has anyone wondered why this particular group of creative people have been gathered in this particular house?
A backer's audition.
Yes, the creative team whose last effort was Manhattan Holiday, the show in which poor Bebe McAllister, Elsa's friend, was murdered. Another drink, Ken? You look as though you could use one.
It's just the memory of that horrible time. I had hoped it would be forgotten.
Oh, well, surely it would. But you know, though Elsa is eccentric, though she slithers through life as though she were Gale's Sondergaard, her behavior seems to be a bit more batty today than usual.
If that's possible.
I still say that's why we've been gathered here.
To what end?
Excuse me, but who was murdered?
Were you in New York 2 years ago?
2 years ago. I was off visiting the old Meather in County Cork.
You're visiting a mither?
Someone killed 3 members of our dancing chorus.
And the killer was a member of the show.
We don't know.
Of course we know. New Haven, a murder. Boston, a murder. Philadelphia.
Terrible reviews.
And a murder closes us in New York. It was someone with the show, Ken.
See, I told you.
Someone with the show. And you suspect the killer is in this house? Yes. I'm sorry, but you're not after knowing much about murderers. They may occasionally be drawn back to the scene of the crime, but they never, once they are free and away, never would intentionally associate themselves with anyone who could possibly have reason to suspect them.
Hey, how do you know so much about murderers?
My old fever and me fever's fever, God rest their souls, were police officers.
And you're the tenor?
I still say that's why we're gathered here. Sounds like a parlor game, Mr. Hopewell. Murder is never so interesting. In real life, it is stunning and filled with rage. Quite emotional. Quite messy. No secret passages, just blood-soaked carpets.
Blood-soaked carpet! Excuse me, I thought I heard something about a blood-soaked carpet.
We're talking about real life, Elsa. Though God knows why, since we're here to do a musical comedy.
Yes.
I suggest we get started with the rehearsals. Since, Roger, that is the only reason we're all gathered.
I just thought it was worth mentioning.
Well, if you believe there to be a killer on the loose, best not stand in front of the bookcases. They're secret passages.
Good heavens!
Are we going to get to work, or shall we all put on our pajamas and continue to tell ghost stories? Actors over here, Roger and Bernice to the piano.
I'm so sorry to have no brought to us, Mr. O'Reilly, since you are so fond of James Charming.
Bernice, have you decided? Bernice! 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 Have you decided how much of the book you'd like to do?
Huh?
The book.
Bernice! What? Has this silliness of Roger's frightened you?
No! No, of course not!
sort of isolated by the snowstorm.
I'm afraid I have a rather troubling announcement to make. I hope none of you have to be in New York this afternoon. The phone has gone dead!
And now the phone seems to have gone dead.
Help! We're gonna be
Wait,
burned!
there's nothing to be afraid of. Oh.
What happened? Oh, I'm sick.
Hopkins still in, blow out. Party has lost his clout. You got to know the way. Who's got his ears today? It gets in corner. Paul won't even take your call unless you're inside of the taking a ride on the White House. Merry go White House. Merry go White House. Merry go round.
The tunes, the lyrics, Divoon, simply Divoon.
All right, let's get on to the second act. It's nearly 4 and Elsa wants to see this before dinner.
Oh, I need to see a man about a dog.
Oh, God, me too.
Oh, and maybe some coffee.
Very.
There's no snacks.
Coffee is a good idea.
Okay, 10 minutes.
How's it look so far, Mr. Delamay?
It's coming.
Would anyone be after wanting anything? I'm going to the kitchen for a spot of hot chili.
Oh, I'd love some.
See if she has tea. No, never mind. I'll come myself.
Mr. Delamay, I noticed you skipped over the section where the taxi driver does an imitation of the Japanese ambassador. Well, you don't have to skip over it if you don't want to.
Eddie, I believe Roger and Bernice are looking at Bert Lahr for the role of the cab driver.
See, I do a Japanese.
It needs a name there. You understand.
I was just thinking it would add flavor.
It would be unfair not to tell you that's the direction they're looking.
Oh, you're surprised. I speak no English. I was educated at UCLA.
Eddie, your talent is just as special as Lahr's, but I think it is distilled from a different kind of truth. There will probably be other roles which will ring closer to the quality you project, okay?
Sure. Thanks a lot, Mr. Delamay. What is it?
He said no.
All right, heck, even if I'm just second banana, this could be the break I've been waiting for. Aren't you excited about this?
I guess, but don't they normally get stars to read the stuff I'm reading?
Well, you never know.
Yeah.
You live in New York?
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
64th, between Amsterdam and Broadway.
Yeah, I live on 50th, across from Madison Square Garden.
Oh, I used to live near there, 48th, the dance belt.
You live alone, or
I have 2 roommates.
got a boyfriend?
Did have, before he joined the Navy last year.
Yeah, Navy's not bad. I've been thinking maybe I should join before I get drafted.
Aren't you a little old to be drafted?
Yeah, right now. But look at the way things are going. I figure I better make my name in show business. PDQ, so that if I am drafted, I get in the entertainment section.
Oh yeah, you want to kill him with laughs, huh?
They got such units.
Oh yeah, and they storm the beaches right after the magicians.
It's called special services.
Oh yeah, and they hand out ping pong balls on the way.
You know, I'd have known you were a dancer even if you never said so.
Yeah?
You talk straight out, like a guy. Most dames don't talk that way. Dancers do. Of course I'm talking showbiz, not ballet.
You date a lot of dancers?
I don't date a lot of anything.
You haven't got a girl.
No, see, most dames, they don't want to get serious with the comic. Yeah, but that's okay, that's the way it's laid out.
What's laid out?
The hero gets the girl, the comic gets the laughs.
In the movies.
And in real life, pretty much the same.
Well, I wouldn't know. I haven't met any heroes.
Met any comics?
Just one. I want to look over the second act ballad.
You believe in chemistry?
Chemistry?
You know, you look at someone and something happens?
Oh, I don't know.
It's happening here. O'Reilly and the maid? I think we're seeing the start of a hot affair.
Oh,
We
yeah.
really got eyes for each other.
Well, maybe they said something in common.
Some people believe in it. Chemistry. Ever happened to you?
No.
How about your boyfriend?
Well, we grew up together. He was always just there.
Till now.
Yeah.
Actually, it never happened to me either. Chemistry.
Probably just in the movies.
No, what happened to my father?
Did?
He was on a street corner, she was on a bus. They locked eyes, bam!
Oh.
He chased that bus for 5 blocks.
And it was your mother.
No, some girl.
Oh.
He used to tell me, Eddie, when it happens, you'll know. It's chemical. Just hope it ain't the number 17 to Ozone Park. That's an express. Yeah, it can happen. You just gotta be looking for it.
Shall we get back to work?
How's everybody doing? Miss von Grossenkadusen wanted me to lay out some fresh coffee in here for you.
We just had coffee.
So you won't have to come into the kitchen.
She just wanted us out of the way while she learned to light the oven.
So, you folks are in the show business, huh?
Yes. And you go to the theater often, Mr.
Kelly. No, not that much. I had a cousin in the hot Mikado at the World's Fair.
Dinner, such as it is, will be served at 7 to tide you over. I'll also bringing some lean across.
We're fine, Elsa. Please don't worry about it.
Oh, yes. Yesterday, in anticipation for your arrival, we were cleaning out the guest rooms. And guess what we found? Baby McAllister's makeup kit. It had somehow been packed with the showgirl costumes. Yes, when the show closed, they were sent to Princeton University.
Showgirl costumes. I thought Princeton was a men's school.
Only in the daytime, obviously.
Well, it's for that show they do. It has a kick line.
Oh, yes, well, last week someone there recognized the case, and one of the murder victims' names of this case, and so they mailed it to the police, who thereupon mailed it to me. Oh, yes, I put it in the closet, and I forgot about it until yesterday. And so I became curious, and well, I opened it, and guess what I found?
Oh, I don't want to hear this. It's gonna be somebody's finger or something.
Notebook.
A round notebook?
Full of notes and little tiny spirals and journals. Yes. Something is in my eye. Something in my eye. Something grabbed my eye. Something caught my eye. The last appointment. The night she was murdered.
An appointment with whom?
I don't know. What? They were wearing a watch, and it gives time, and it gives space, and
That night, probably just an appointment to go over a key change or something.
No, that's impossible. The night poor BB was murdered, we were dark. There was no one at the theater.
What are you so excited about, Roger?
There was no one there.
no one was there.
They weren't.
They were singing. No, wait.
Who wasn't singing?
Oh, they weren't singing. In a elevator. Excuse me. I really need some.
Well, the stage manager was at the theater. I remember because the set designer and I stopped by before going to dinner at Top and Eggs.
Couldn't have been Ken. The stage manager was with me at the Blue Ribbon.
No, Marjorie, I remember distinctly because it was the first dark night and
I certainly ought to know what my own damn stage manager was, kid.
Calm down, Marjorie. Why are you so upset?
It's an alibi, obviously.
No. The note doesn't say the theater. It says the hotel. The night she had an appointment at the hotel.
An appointment with whom? No one was there.
Well, the suite was used as a staff room.
Why don't we take a look at the book?
Oh, no. I think it's much better if we turn it over to the in the morning.
Excuse me, Miss Von Rosen.
Yes.
Well, you may want to put that book in a safe place and as far from you as possible, because if it connects the killer to the murder, he would kill to get it.
Well, he doesn't know I had it, does he?
Well, he does now.
Really? This is the cute. Well, that could be true. The killer would have to be in this room. Oh, much I adore the rehearsal process. Oh, I
ruined the audition for you.
I shouldn't stay long. Just a soup song.
No, really, I insist.
Oh, for God's sake, Marjorie, let her stay. I need to get started.
You can. No, wonderful job.
All right. Act 2 begins with the curtain rising on. We already have coffee.
Fräulein von Grossenknoten mentions that Aunt O'Reilly preferred chocolate.
Yes.
All right. Bernice, second act, please.
Okay, Act 2 opens in the Senate chambers. On stage are Biff and Trudy. There's also some pageboard.
Sounds diverse. Definitely diverse.
Yeah.
The children! What is it now?
Sharon, I feel the hot cheekily has gone and given me a terrible headache. I notice I am not needed in this number, so if you don't mind, I will head to the kitchen for some aspirin.
Oh, you did? Oh, boy, there's some in the kitchen. I'll get it for you, darling.
Come right back.
All right, here's the format. Trudy is opening mail from Biff's constituents, all of whom have advice on how to run the country better, which leads to the opener, everyone can do it better.
All right, so following Bernice's intro, we do the number. Roger.
Biff, Trudy, and I'll do all the page boys.
I'll bet you will.
Have a drink, Marjorie. It'll coat your tongue. Oh my!
Well, what happened?
To find a light switch.
Where is it?
All right, everyone, just stand still. It may be a power failure. I'm going to the basement.
Are there any candles?
What was that?
It's an owl.
In the library?
Oh, this is making me very nervous.
Calm down, Denise.
Hey, I'm not Bernice. Stop rubbing my neck.
I'm sure the store Miss von Grossenknoten will be here soon with candles. Are we all here? Didn't I hear the tiny scream a moment ago?
Yes, I bumped my leg over.
We're all here, Bernice.
Okay, Roger. And Ken, that was you. I heard Roger. This is me, the performance.
I'm here.
And me. And Marjorie.
Oh, goodness. It's all back. Is everyone all right? I think it's because I clogged in the toaster. Come on, I'm so sorry.
We're just fine. Also, we're moving as quickly as we can.
Oh, no, hurry, kid, darling. I haven't even started the white sauce.
White sauce? On sauerbraten?
Okay, kids, let's get back to work.
From the top.
Everyone can do it better.
From the East Coast to the West.
They all know what's really best
For the USA, anyone can write a letter.
about the way that he or she wants to run the countery.
In their way, they all know just what to do about internal revenue and the kind of roads that follow on to chew.
The kind of boats that Rilla ought to chew.
They all can
Do it better. And
after all of this advice, darling, it feels very nice to be here with you.
Take it home.
'Cause when it comes to us, no one does it better than just we two.
I don't think he liked it.
she's fine. She's just not being very vocal. Okay, following that number, which will be funny and catchy or maybe cut.
Oh, Bernice, let's just go on.
No, I think she hates it. Oh, I don't think she likes it.
All right. Marjorie, do you hate it? Or is Bernice just having a typical attack of paranoia?
Oh, Bernice, we're all friends here, my dear. If you have something to say, then just say it. But don't sit there and act like a Jew.
Someone pulled the main power. Has anyone done? Has anyone come into the room from the passageways and out the door?
Oh my God! I was right by the door. They would have had a passage.
I'll check the hall.
Call the police!
Police! Police!
On the phone, buddy! Someone's dead! The closet!
Roger! Just a minute!
Does this mean the show's canceled?
I should have listened to my numerologist. She said stay out of Westchester County. It adds up to death and decay.
Poor Marjorie. She had so much to live for. Though at the moment I can't think of a single thing.
I fear Elsa has brought the stage door slasher here to Chappaqua.
Really? You don't think it could be somebody else that just wanted Marjorie dead? The Schuberts, maybe.
What about Elsa?
We put them in a snowdrift. It was the best we could do under the circumstances. It's a blizzard out there. You can't see a foot in front of you.
For the rest of the body, for that matter.
This coffee hot? Jeez, it's brutal out there.
It's not chocolate.
Don't touch that!
What?
I'm no expert, but that stuff smells to me like it's been poisoned. I noticed it just before the lights went out that O'Reilly sniffed it and wouldn't. Hey! Where the hell is he anyway?
That's a $64 question.
Oh, Elsa probably just put a little too much salt in it.
You put salt in hot chocolate?
Oh, sure. It really gives it some pep and some snap.
Really? I never thought of that. I tried dab of nutmeg once, but it just didn't seem to...
And hot chocolate?
Could we leave the recipe exchange for another day? We've got a killer loose here!
I found the blueprints!
What blueprints?
Yes! Oh, of the estate! Come take a look! Since whoever cut the power off escaped through the tunnels, I thought if we took a look at these, we might find details of those passages. Then we could arrange to the wall and look for clues! I'll put together a picnic lunch in case we get lost!
These just show the house, they don't show the passageways.
Oh, of course not. They're secret.
Right now, I want everyone where I can see them.
And I want to look for clues!
I'm in charge of this investigation, and I say you are staying here.
Investigation? What investigation?
Murder investigation. I'm a cop.
What are you telling them?
This has gone too far for adventures, Miss Von Grossington. I'm Sergeant Michael Kelly of the New York City Police Department, here on the case of the stage door slasher.
So it's not an audition?
Only for a killer, it seems.
Just my luck.
I told you, I told you, I told you. But did anyone listen to me? No, he's just a silly songwriter. I did go to Boston Conservatory, you know.
I think it's exposure and wise, Sarge.
The killer is working too damn fast. He didn't go for you and the notebook. He went for someone who could obviously expose him somehow. And not just once. We've had 2 murders, maybe 3, maybe 4, if we count O'Reilly.
Who was maybe 3?
There are bloodstains by the French doors.
But nobody else is missing.
Nobody we know about.
Wait, you mean somebody could be here that we didn't know was here in the first place?
So if you're the police, what is all this business about notifying them about BB's book?
A setup.
I was to be the big Raj. When the killer came for me and the notebook, the sergeant would capture him playing yes!
Yes, until you told us all about it.
Obviously, some people were more dangerous to the killer than this book.
Well, maybe it was a combination of those people in the book that were the killer. With them out of the way, the book is useless.
That's exactly the way I got it pegged, miss.
But I still think that we should take a look at these. Oh, the chase is half the fun!
But let me get this straight. So all this nonsense about BB's book was made up in
No.
order...
The book is the real McCoy,
Oh.
sent to the department from Princeton last week. And it contains information that made us reopen the case.
What sort of information?
Look at the last entry.
Piccadilly 1020.
Oh, I've got it!
Oh, it's a Bernice.
No, I've got the lyric for the new second act opener. Quick, look again.
Oh.
Oh, that thing is so annoying.
Well, the Piccadilly was our hotel in New York, but what's 1020?
Your room.
My room?
And the rest of the artistic staff. It's B.B. McAllister's last appointment, the night of the murder.
Oh, that's all that stuff that Elsa was talking about earlier. Well, obviously it didn't worry the killer too much.
Of course it didn't. I mean, the key. It was left at the front desk. Everyone had access to the key. Designers, stage managers. And you based the reopening of an investigation on this one appointment?
We were hoping it might lead to something.
Well, obviously it didn't.
Obviously it did. There are 2 people dead.
Wait a second, the thing I can't figure out is why BB was at the hotel at all. Show's off the road, everyone's at home. It's a day off when the murder happens. And what's a chorus girl doing her day off? Sleeps.
Oh, well, she certainly doesn't go around where murderers live.
I would think BB would want to spend that time with friends. Wouldn't you, Elsa?
Oh, look.
Oh, Bibi had many dear friends, Ken.
There's an entry after the appointment in parentheses. It says 22 Toshu's Leo, and then a series of numbers. 228129. Leo could be something astrological.
Isn't 22 a type of gun?
Caliber, yeah, we were wondering about that, but there was no gun involved.
22, tutu,
What?
tutu, toe shoes, Leo, leotard. It sounds like it's some kind of appointment for ballet class. But why she'd wear a tutu is beyond me.
What's it look like?
Oh, a tutu? It's a little short skirt. It sticks out like this, and then when you turn, it stays.
She had it on.
What?
We didn't release that to the press. She had it on. So did the other 2.
Well, how were they wearing their hair?
Hair.
Yes, was that the same too?
Now that you mention it, it was. Tight. Pulled back. Like a school teacher.
Ballet dancers! The slasher was killing ballet dancers.
Why?
He probably saw the Nutcracker one time too many.
What I mean is, they were dressed like ballet dancers, maybe for an audition or act.
Okay, I've got it. Anybody want to hear the new lyric? It's called Ways, Means, and Mischief. I think I really caught the
Oh, Nisa's part is how much she
You're dead!
Oh my God, Joe!
I beg your pardon?
Maybe the cold revived her.
Don't anybody move!
What's this off?
Elsa, we saw you half naked and dead fall from the closet and into Bernice's arms.
Oh, Bernice.
Perhaps it was someone else. I was in the basement gathering potatoes for the vichyssoise.
She's still out there, dead.
Who is dead?
Elsa, have you a twin?
Ja, too. I am of triplets, sisters, but they're in Germany.
Elsa? Someone who looks very much like you was murdered here this afternoon.
Have a look.
Come, this way.
My mother and father worked in Berlin as laborers in the government printing plant. In 1923, they died with a carton which contained marks the equivalent of $5 American. Fell on them, and they were crushed. My sisters will never raise my relatives. We saw each other only on Weihnachtsspind, where we met to decorate the Weihnachtsball and give out Weihnachtsgeschenk.
Gesundheit.
My point is, I did not know my sisters.
That woman has absolutely no sense of humor.
Did Elsa accompany you out of town during Manhattan holiday?
No, she was here at the house.
My gosh, identical triplets, homicidal maniacs? Her passages?
Yeah, it's beginning to look like one of those Hollywood mysteries you direct, Mr. Delamace.
Oh, I didn't know you directed a mystery, Ken.
1. Murder at the Biltmore, starring William Powell, Myrna Lloyd, Sidney Blackmer, Ralph Bellamy, Nat Pendleton, Louise Alberton, and Elisha Cook Jr.
Has that been released?
No. Have you seen it?
I think so. I don't think she looks anything like me.
But Elsa!
She's the spitting image.
Were either of your sisters a dancer by any chance?
That's a gotten him on nine. Hilda lives in Strassen, backing in a buttyard making sales. Helga lives in Stuttgart, where she waits tables in a beer garden. Now, if you will excuse me, I must get back to the
You're
dinner.
saying that's not your sister out there.
Anything is possible, but I believe my sisters to be in Germany.
That woman out there is an exact likeness.
My grandfather was a merchant seaman out of Bremen. Perhaps he built a shore in Brooklyn. There's only a train ride to here, next far. Mr. O'Reilly, is that also?
We don't know.
I told you she had eyes for him. 2 murders and all she's concerned for is O'Reilly.
Obviously, House was lying. And then I can't imagine why.
She's covering for him.
I thought espionage was in your blood.
But it is, it's just a little hazy at the moment.
Maybe Helsa's sister was killed before she even knew she came here.
So why wouldn't she identify her?
Perhaps Helsa's sister is the slasher.
If her sister is the slasher, then who slashed her?
Oh, it's all so confusing.
No, it's simple. Look, you got a sister who's a servant in Chappaqua, a sister selling sausages and sauerkraut in Stratland, and a sister sewing cells somewhere.
Strassland.
So either Hilda from Stratland or Helga from Strausland. Well, seeking your sister in a swankily secluded section of Chappaqua is hacked at by a homicidal hacker who thinks that Hilda or Helga is Elsa. Now, ask yourself why.
Ask myself why? I don't even know what the hell you said.
Ask myself why what?
Not why what, why who?
Why who what?
No, not why, who, what, why, what.
And how?
Why who what why?
What?
Because before you can ask who, you have to ask why.
And how?
How and what?
When what?
Please, if you all are going to continue that, I need another drink.
Let me see that, please.
Oh, darling.
Could Helsa be the stage door slasher? Well, it's what we're all thinking, right?
It's what we're all thinking, but why would Helsa murder 3 women?
Jealousy.
Of whom?
Of all your friends, you said you had many.
No, I said BB has many.
Really, Roger, if you're going to take the thoughts of others and twist them, I'd prefer you stick to Jerome Kern. You do that so much better.
I do not steal from Jerome Kern.
He certainly does not.
Thank you, Bernice.
It's Cole Porter.
Fine. Fine, let's all be viciously funny about my talent. It strikes me as exceptionally transparent attempt to change the subject, which is, who had the motive?
All right. Shall we begin with the well-known fact that you hate dancers?
Not true! I only hate them when they sing!
You who demanded those 3 girls be removed from the numbers.
But not with a knife!
My point is, we could come up with a motive for any one of us. Even me. They were all pregnant. Or something. But I do not think the killer is in this room.
What about O'Reilly? We haven't seen him since the blackout.
He may be dead.
Or in those tunnels.
Oh, well, we don't know if we don't look. I'm going to serve dinner. Then I suggest an armed foray into these walls. Oh, goodness. There is another possibility. Perhaps Helsa is her sister.
What?
Well, just something different about her when I attempted to kiss her good morning.
She kisses her maid good morning.
Okay! I want to get to solving this thing. So I want to reconstruct the moment before the crime. I want you all to get where you were standing when the lights went out.
You've got to be kidding.
No, this can work. Ellery Queen does it all the time.
All right, let's try it. I was over here. Bernice, where were you?
She was over there.
No, I was on the bench.
We were here.
And poor Marjorie was over there.
This doesn't tell me a goddamn thing!
Hell, I, for one, do not think we should let Elsa alone in the kitchen with Elsa.
Oh, can't wait! I want to go over the new second act opener with you!
I thought what we had originally was fine, Bernice.
Oh, Marjorie hated it!
Oh, Bernice, Marjorie's dead. You shouldn't allow a dead woman's opinion to influence you.
I can't believe one of them could be the slasher.
Nah, I don't think so. I got me a whole other theory.
You come into the kitchen?
In a sec.
You find something interesting?
Well, it looks like she wrote down what she did that day. Addresses, maybe some kind of log. LN_W/K.
Lunch with Kathy, another dancer in the show. We already checked these notes out, the ones we can make sense of
I
anyway.
think it's a code.
Code? Why would she keep a code?
Well, all of a sudden there's just a list of numbers.
Phone numbers.
Yes, but it doesn't always make an exchange. See? Endicott, Murray Hill, and then just a list of numbers. I think it's a code.
Bank accounts, maybe? Secret bank accounts.
Yeah, maybe.
I got a theory, and it's based on plain old-fashioned police work.
And maybe serial numbers.
Observation. Observation. That's the key. And if I'm right, then someone is in very great danger.
I think the numbers are letter substitutes.
Where'd you learn about that?
Wait, when you were a kid, did you ever sit away at the Orphanati or Jack Armstrong for a secret decoder?
Don Winslow of the Navy. I got a ring.
Well, I'll use the Orphanati system. Let's try to break it.
What we need is paper. Holy mackerel, the desk! Where'd the top go?
It's a secret tunnel.
This place has more surprises than an X-Lax brownie.
There's steps leading down.
Are you nuts? Don't go in there.
I'm going in.
If you run into the slasher, don't plie.
It looks like a wine cellar.
Great, now come back up. I can't believe you're doing this when there's a killer loose. I mean, there's somebody, maybe a raving maniac, who's a knife or a saber, and you're down there in the dark instead of being up here in the light where it's safe. Oh my God, how can I help you? All the dancers are out right now, but if you need to leave a message. No thanks, I shaved earlier. Besides, I have a regular barber. Frank at the ass, you know. That Asian of mine, he'll tell anybody. Oh no! In addition to being a comic, I'm also a ventriloquist. Throw my books anywhere, wine cellars. Eddie! Looking for this? I'll clip him, so help me, I'll mow him.
Did you lock me in there as some kind of joke?
How'd you get out of there?
There's a letter next to the door.
The slasher was here.
The slasher was here.
When you were down there, right here, in a long raincoat with a bag over his
What did
head.
he look like?
Like somebody in a long raincoat with a bag over his head.
No, was he tall, short?
Who knows? Both, baby. I was too busy looking at the razor.
We have to go tell the others.
No, it could be one of them.
Oh.
It was after this, but I grabbed it and ran.
You did? Gee, Eddie, you're kind of brave.
Nah, just fast. You play some of the joints I play.
Well, who do you think it is?
I got a theory, based on observation.
O'Reilly?
We thought you were dead.
Sure, and so did somebody else. I was hit on the head and left to die.
Well, when did this happen?
When I was going for the aspirin.
I hope you got a chance to take a couple.
When I come to, I found myself in a tunnel. And I've had the devil's own time trying to get out.
Oh, well, there's the two murders here.
And what's more, it isn't even an audition. It's a setup to catch the slasher.
Murders? Who?
Miss Baber stalking someone who's either held our house up.
What?
Someone we think his house is twin.
Go right out of that closet.
Her sister was it. And Elsa, she is all right.
Yeah, she's fine. She was concerned about you too.
Was she now? Faith, and she's a fine soup of a lass. I believe I'll have a spot of brandy to ward off the chill.
Sit still. I'll get it.
So how long have you been in the country, Mr. O'Reilly?
What?
I asked, how long have you been in America? You're Irish born, aren't you?
As Patty's cow.
And where in Ireland are you from?
Sure, and are you familiar with Ireland,
I've
honey?
never been, no.
Well, there's a spot in County Blarney, which the sun coming over the McNamara Mountains hits first, walking the fine village of McGillicuddy to another one of God's days. It's there that I'm from, and it's there that I'll ever be.
You ought to know better than to ask an Irishman where he's from. We could have been here all night.
Sure, and it's as warm and as a bog of peat in August.
And have I seen you on anything abroad, Mr. O'Reilly?
Are you writing a book about me, Missy?
Dinner is served. Mr. O'Reilly, you've returned to us.
Somebody hit him on the head and left him to die.
Oh, my dear, we've unleashed something horrible on this house tonight. However, the vicious was ready. Where's Sergeant Kelly?
I don't know, isn't he with you?
Oh, perhaps he went to wash up. Everyone else is in the dining room. Let's eat so we can get down to serious business for the evening.
You know, I don't think he's Irish.
Easy enough to tell. We'll just give him some more brandy and see if he starts to fight sing right up home. Ha!
Oh, Begorra! I forgot me drink, and I'll be right back. Elsa! Elsa! Elsa!
Believe me.
We can just stand here and do nothing.
Sure we can.
Blueprints! Let's take a look at these. Everyone come and look at these. Oh my goodness. Nikki, you're going through there. I'll enter from the billiard room.
Oh, that's the billiard room?
Oh, yes. It used to be the music room.
I will put it over there by the solarium.
Can we hold the architectural discussion till later? He might be in there trying to kill her. I am going in.
I'll go with you. Two can nice, easy.
Oh, here, take this. You'll need to see what you're up against.
See it? Who wants to see?
Play the radio very loud. That way we can always find his roots.
If you can find the Red Network in NBC, Full Split Lady, the all-go orchestra's on right now.
Oh my goodness. Oh, stay together. It's a labyrinth in there. Oh my goodness. Roger! Anything but that. Oh my gosh, I cannot think.
Buried under snow in this blizzard, fast reaching catastrophic proportions. Transportation has halted. Governor Lehman and Mayor LaGuardia have declared that a state of emergency.
Good God, all we need now is a power failure.
From your mouth to God's ear.
There's storm lanterns in the pantry. Come help me get them.
Ow!
Ow! That was my head!
I'm sorry.
Are you coming, Roger?
Yes, are you still sitting on the floor, Bernice?
Yes, I've got my bottle of wine. I'm going to sit right here and relax. I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, that's okay, Bernice. We'll be right back for you, dear. Come along, everyone.
Bernice.
There's mischief in Washington, and someone's got to pay. Oh, what's that?
answer that?
Remember one word and you die.
Where am I? Oh, the spirit of kid. Oh, she's in the closet! Elsa, she's in the closet!
Who's in the closet?
Oh, God! Lock her up till help comes!
I'm gonna get one of
Out of the walls! Oh, my God, I forgot we're visiting the House of Usher.
That's it, Roger. The new second act opener, it needs to be a waltz.
A waltz?
Oh, sure. Dick Rogers does one in every show, Ken.
Bernice,
Huh.
this is not the place, and it certainly is not the time!
Not the time, Roger! Not the time! I am creating! And he tells me it isn't the time! The contractions are beginning, and you just want me to stop! I have been stopped from giving birth a lot of times tonight, Ken!
Has anyone seen the maid?
She's in the closet!
She's got a butcher knife!
I've got a gun.
What's an Irish tanner doing with a gun?
I'm not Irish. I'm Italian. Lieutenant Tony Garibaldi, NYPD, working undercover on the case of the stage door slasher. The maid is the slasher, and right now she's trying to make her way up the river. All right, Wenzel, the jig's up. Come on out with your hands high. You hold me, Wenzel. You're trapped. All right, Wenzel, I'm counting to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, she couldn't come out even if she wanted to. The door's locked. Well, unlock it!
Hi, boy, am I glad to see you. The flashlight went out, and we've been wandering around in the pitch black. Would have gotten lost, but I held her hand. Come on, Nikki, we're back in the house. What? I can't understand a thing you're saying because you got a gag in your mouth. What did you say?
I said get this goddamn gag out of my mouth! Did you just test the maid in there?
Who knows? It's too dark to see anything.
Elsa is the stage door slasher.
Elsa? Wait a minute, she's down there with Nikki?
I'll take care of it.
No, hold it. This is a job for the police.
But he is the police. Lieutenant Tony somebody.
Yes, he's working on the slasher case!
Out of where?
Headquarters.
What division?
Eerie Crimes?
Erie Crimes Division?
Yeah, it's a new thing. The
You got a
commissioner-
badge?
Of course he's got a badge, he just showed it to us.
Come on, pal. Let's see some ID.
Sure. Hands up! Everyone over there! Move!
That's my badge, right? You're the son of a bitch that conked me on the head, right?
I needed the ID. Almost worked. Ten boomer nuts here spoiled everything.
Hey, just a minute.
I can't
Careful, Elsa! Careful! Hands up! Stop your swatting! Sit down!
He's not Mr. O'Reilly!
I am Klaus Stensdorf of the Geheime Polizei.
Stop it!
Temporarily assigned to the German consulate in New York as a cultural attaché.
What's the Gestapo want with the stage door slasher?
What I want is for you, Sergeant Kelly, to take the lantern and lead the way into the closet.
You can go to hell.
Be there, Sergeant Kelly. I could have easily killed you earlier when I had the chance, but I didn't. Why not? Professional courtesy. Take the lantern.
No.
I suggest you all turn your heads. And the bullet from this side makes quite a large hole.
Daddy, or you'll be pushing up daisies and send the whole crown of United States Naval Intelligence.
We're gonna need some room.
There's some in the pantry.
Oh, I don't get thirsty. Shouldn't be alone.
I'm very uncomfortable with all these guns waving around. Bernice!
Scotch and soda.
Never
Oh,
mind.
it's the piano crow's head.
Where'd you learn to do that?
Basic training.
That's pretty basic, all right.
Okay, Ensign, I'll take over.
Naval intelligence, I'll be
We've
damned.
been after this guy for 3 weeks.
No wonder you're always walking into tunnels. You're packing a heater in that handbag.
This cat a spy or something?
Worse, he's a saboteur. His name is Dieter Wenzel.
You have the wrong man.
Shut your trap.
Benson,
That's right, Elsa's brother.
what's he doing here?
Well, the Nazis landed this guy and 5 others on Long Island 3 weeks ago. We caught him in Sag Harbor, posing as novelists.
My name is Klaus Stansdorf.
Baloney! The saboteurs had false identities, $500,000, and a mission to blow up installations all over the country to effectively retard our nation's communication system.
Gee, I thought the post office was already taking care of that.
But this guy and a guy named Franz Becker decided the money was more important than the fatherland and took off with the do-re me.
So where's this guy's buddy, Becker?
The Katzenjammer kid over here decided to bump him off for the greenback. Right, Fritz?
Wrong! I killed Becker because he was a traitor, Dummkopf.
Hey, who are you calling Dummkopf?
Her I am calling Dummkopf. You I call Bumblenats.
Just want to get that straight.
So how'd you get on this guy's trail?
Well, Naval Intelligence knew he had a sister. We figured it might be a long shot, but he would head over here.
They sent you alone against a killer?
Well, I am the only agent who could sing harmony.
Listen to me. Your lives are in great danger.
Okay, pal. We're all ears.
I am not Dieter Wenzel. Dieter Wenzel is an officer in our German military counterintelligence. He is also a homicidal maniac.
A homicidal maniac? How did he get the German army?
We recruited him.
And he's doing all the killing.
Of course.
And where is he?
He is...
I'm very That's it! The lyric is gone! I'll never get back!
There's blood on these books. He was stabbed right through here.
Movie, this isn't I can go through that. I can barely make it through the first chapter.
Oh, God!
He was stabbed through the bookcase.
This is about where I was grabbed.
The partridge is here!
Holy mackerel!
I'm going in.
But it's no use! Sandra! Wait! That leads to 5 other branches! Oh, my goodness!
Oh, my God!
He was killed through the bookcase and practically fell on Bernice.
Oh, Bernice!
Oh,
Are you all right?
Roger, I can't work in this environment. No respect for an artist. It's like casting swirls before pine. I am very drunk.
It's no use. It splits off 5 different ways just inside. Look, we're gonna take things one step at a time. Now first, let's get this guy outside with the others. A couple of you, give me a hand.
Oh, it's a consonant substitution. Oh, my God, poor BB's book. Someone was trying to figure out the code.
I was.
Oh, I love codes. It's like paying Bach. Phoebe was substituting numerals for consonants on a triplet basis.
Well, how's it work?
Very simple, look.
Hey, can we stop by the hallway? I want to pick up my earmuffs this time.
See, it's very, very easy. She was using the same number sets. This is a A-P-P, apples. And then apples again, and corn, and oranges. It's some sort of ongoing shopping list. Peppermint, apples again.
Apples, oranges, peppermint, corn.
Yes, what do you make of that?
Sounds like some sort of a salad.
Oh, well, I would think the peppermint might tend to dominate.
Oh, not if you let it stand too long.
Well, the sweetness of the oranges could counteract.
Oh,
Yes.
Word substitute. That's it. Word substitutes. It's another code.
Pardon me, Nurse Gabriel, but the beef is getting...
Now what? Put your hands up.
You threatened me with a butcher knife!
After you opened the closet, 9. In addition to keeping the norm, I have been running through the tunnels trying to keep from being murdered by my homicidal maniac of a brother.
Dieter Wenzel?
Yeah, he came here seeking refuge, posing as an Irish tenor.
Mr. Riley?
Yeah!
Oh, but he's dead! They're burying him in this snowdrift right now! Elsa, you must look! Yeah, look.
Yeah, that is Dieter. Poor Dieter. He was a very famous entertainer in Berlin, you know. Now he lies in a snowdrift with strangers.
I hope there isn't a sudden thaw. I don't know what the milkman would think.
He was trying to kill you earlier.
Yeah, he knew I would turn him into the authorities. You shot him, did you?
No, he was stabbed through the bookcase.
Ach so, mein Gott, the tunnel.
Oh, what about them?
There is something else in there. Something evil. I have brushed against it in the dark.
Have you seen it?
If it is human, it is in all black with the smell of death. It is demonic. And it waits
Good, Elsa.
Oh, should I put the cucumbers back on ice now, Gekko?
Oh my God.
I suppose so. My goodness, Sergeant.
So did Elsa actually threaten you earlier?
Well, she held a knife and then we slammed the door on her face.
She could be telling the truth then.
Well, if she is, we should get out of this house as quickly as possible.
If she is, it makes it all the more important that we figure out this code.
Well, what's it say about the night of the murder?
All right, the night of the murder, it was 1020 Piccadilly, 22 Toe Shoes Leo Court. What's another name for court?
No, 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 no.
And I'm the only one who even has an idea of the passages, the details. I have to go.
It's too dangerous for a woman.
Not with this! The Derringer that my father carried as his personal bodyguard to the Ark to Ferdinand!
You know how to use that thing?
I have shot every O in Westchester County stop sign. I know exactly what I'm doing.
That's good enough for me.
What?
Okay, here's the
All
plan.
right, listen up, everyone. We figured out part of BB's code. The night of the murder, it was 1020 Piccadilly, 22 Toe Shoes Leo Court.
Corn? What's corn?
It's a word substitution, we think.
You think? She was a dancer, wasn't she? Maybe she had corn! Okay, here's the plan. We go in from the 3 passages. 1 gun, 2-way passage. The 4th gun stays here in case the fiend, or whatever it is, comes out of the walls. You take that passage.
Yes.
Eddie, you pulled me out of those tunnels pretty good. Take this and go that way.
Hey, this don't have a flag pops out and goes bang. I don't know what to do with it. Boy, I played some tough rooms in my life, but this one takes the cake.
Vincent, you stay here.
Aye, sir. I want to keep working on this code.
Is there anywhere the passageways don't lead?
In the pantry.
You 3 go to the pantry. That way you'll be safe.
Oh, safety is exactly what I have in mind.
Come on, Bernice.
Oh,
We're
all
moving
right.
on.
Let's get out.
Is anything else open this late?
It's fine, Bernice.
All set?
Oh, let's stay all together. It's a maze in there.
You gonna be okay?
Are you going to be okay?
I asked you first. Look, if I'm not back in 24 hours, cancel my ad variety.
Roger and Bernice are all tucked in, surrounded by frying pans. Let's hope they don't get into a fight over a lyric.
Shouldn't you stay with them?
Thought I should stay here with you. You've got a job covering 3 secret passages at once.
Thanks.
Still working on that book.
Yes, I think she's substituting food for people, but I just can't figure it.
Another code. And locked in poor BB's head forever, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
I must congratulate you, Ensign,
Oh.
on your performance. As a chorus girl, quite convincing, very detailed. The appearance, the walk, the trip over the suitcase was an excellent choice.
Well, that was kind of me.
Oh, and your language, swell, so typically crass, the ring of pure banal truth.
Well, that was kind of me also. See, I was a hopeful, knocking on the Great White Way, before I joined the Navy, of course.
I see. Did you by chance audition for me?
Oh, I'm not sure, Mr. Delamays. I went to a lot of auditions. Did you direct?
I think I would have singled you out
I doubt that.
as different from the rest.
Different?
You didn't see yourself as different from the tawdry, shop-worn, self-involved, run-of-the-mill chorus girl?
Gee, no, I thought most of them were pretty nifty.
Nifty! Chase must be going very badly. I expected to hear shots ringing from the walls by now.
Maybe I did audition for you, Mr. Delamays. Did you direct I Married an Angel?
That was Josh Logan.
Oh, I also auditioned for Boys from Syracuse.
George Abbott,
Who's who? Sing out the news.
Charlie Friedman, Leonard Sillman.
Who? That's it. She was substituting food for people she had appointments with that she didn't want anyone to know about.
Anyone being Elsa, naturally.
So the night of the murder, it was 1020 Piccadilly Corn. Oh, Corn. Maybe a comedian in the show? Corn, corny.
What's that a name for corn?
Philo Vance would have gotten it much sooner, my pretty. Now, you and I are going to take a swell trip.
Naturally, Denise needs another drink, and I've been... Oh, my God.
Don't do anything foolish, Roger.
I am not going to deal with this. I absolutely refuse to deal with this.
You probably think I'm crazy. Well, I'm not crazy.
Ken, I am not going to get into some deep psychological discussion with you. God knows I'm not secure enough with my own issues to deal with your problems.
Silly, I must have turned his water heater. And don't tell me that you're the stage door slasher.
I am.
I asked you not to tell me.
So, put the gun on the desk.
The gun.
Down. Get over there.
Get over there.
Excuse me.
Please, don't move. Over there.
Why? Why?
Why what?
Why did you kill these girls?
My mother was a great person.
You have to ask.
A simple woman born of simple stock.
Is this going to be a long story, Ken?
My father left her for a ballet dancer.
Oh, I knew it.
She was beautiful.
The ballet dance.
No, my mother! Beautiful.
Well, if you loved us so much, when was the last time you called her?
Well, sure, it's been a couple of months, but I've been rather busy, and what do you care anyway? You're about to die. All of you. Just remains to determine how.
Ken, I'm not putting on a tutu for anyone.
Oh.
A fire. Of course. What could be more natural with so many lanterns burning? This house, burning to the ground, will keep me warm until help arrives. Don't you think? Roger, get up. Over there. Over there. Elsa, sit down.
Sit down.
Bernice, put your hands on the piano. Act natural. Don't look at the gun! Nice. Good composition. Reminiscent of the final scene from Berlin Calling. The picture I made with Paul Lucas.
Oh, for God's sake.
Danton, Conrad Veidt, George Coularus, Oscar Homolka, and Merle Oberon. A picture which I'm sure you've all seen, since you've seen everything else I've done that hasn't been released. No matter, because you're all going to die. Oh, now let me think. What can I use to help spread the flames more quickly?
Try cognac.
Time.
Well, no sooner in those tunnels would it hit me what Miss Von Grossen said.
What did I say?
It's amazing here. And what's another word for corn? Maize. Ken damn maze. So I've been trying to find my way back through those tunnels ever since.
That cognac. If you're finished with it, can I have it?
Bernice, you've had enough to drink.
Roger, you don't have to count. We are not at your house.
The stage door slasher!
Sure. He killed those dancers and then went to the one place where his madness, his paranoia, and his murders and human tendencies would never be noticed.
Where was that?
Hollywood.
Hollywood. Oh! The sergeant! Oh, I have to go get him. He could be wandering around in this tunnels for hours. I have to let him know that the adventure's over. Eddie, you go in through there. Nikki, can you hold down the fort?
Yes, do you have any rope?
In the closet, open, please! Oh, my goodness.
Oh, all right, I'll go look in the closet since the killer's caught. I guess it's all right this time. Oh. you get the rope?
What?
The rope!
There it is.
Listen, I really prefer being a comic book hero, because when you're a hero, you spend most of your time being scared out of your wits. But I better go back in those tunnels and tell Kelly we got the slasher.
And the savage show.
What about the sister who sells sausage? I'll be right back. You might want to put another knot in that.
Oh, where is everybody? Wait a minute. If Ken was the stage door slasher, then who killed?
I did! Be quiet. Don't scream, or you may not get hurt. I know you have a gun and identification as a naval intelligence officer. Where are they? I also know what you're thinking. You're thinking, this woman is smaller and I am trained in hand-to-hand combat. I can probably take that knife away from another smaller woman. But can you? From a man? Off the handgun! If your naval intelligence was even a little intelligent, they would know that Dieter Wenzel was once the toast of the Berlin Cabaret. Even more famous than Sally Bowles.
A female impersonator.
The best. I do Lottie Lania, Josephine Baker, and a great Dietrich. Falling in love again. Also, my legs are better.
So then you killed
Everyone!
and Mrs. Batterstock?
I thought it was Fräulein von Grossenknuten. With her out of the way, this house would have been mine. And I wanted people to think the slasher was here. As it turned out, he actually was. I also killed the Gestapo agent.
Oh, really?
No, O'Reilly! Just a little joke from the cabaret days.
So O'Reilly actually was.
As he told you, Klaus Stronsdorf. When Franz and I took off with the fatherland's money, Franz hid in New York with his share. Stronsdorf found him and killed him. Stronsdorf must have also had information about my sister, so he came here.
It was your sister.
Twin sister, yeah.
Oh, you killed your own sister?
We were never close. And I needed her identity, as I now need yours.
You'll never get away with this.
Of course I will get away. I have $250,000, and this is America.
How do you even know what
The
went on?
walls have eyes as well as ears, Miss Super Spy. If all Americans are as simple-minded as you, your capital will one day be Berlin. And now, Miss Naval Intelligence, you are about to disappear forever in the walls of this ridiculous house.
Don't move. Stand still. I warn you. I'm a skilled marksman.
The safety is on, Mr. Lone Ranger. A Luger, German gun, the best. Over there, next to her.
What happened to her hair?
She's a guy.
Why is he in a dress? Oh, I get it. Trying to stay out of the army.
Very interesting country, America. Where else could you find a super spy and a comedian in one room?
The White House, probably?
All right, you two half-wits will now go into the tunnels.
So what's he so burned up about anyhow? You have to do the windows or something?
It's Dieter Wenzel.
The homicidal maniac? Oh, we could be in a lot of trouble.
I am going to kill you.
Well, that won't be so easy.
Why not?
Because I'm scared of guns. So when they give me a gun and ask me to go into a dark tunnel, naturally the first thing I do is remove the bullets. Huh! This cognac really packs the punch.
Eddie, you saved us a second
You
time!
tie up him, her, them, and I'll look after him.
Don't anybody move!
It's okay, Sarge, we got the slasher.
This is the stage door slasher?
I'm just the lyricist.
Over here, Sarge.
Hello? Hello? Are you all right?
This is the stage door slasher.
And House is the saboteur.
How's the saboteur?
Except it's not Elsa, it's her brother Dieter, a female impersonator.
I do Dietrich, Lottie Lania, Josephine Baker.
Oh, do you do Judy Garland?
Oh, no, her voice is too rangy for me.
Oh, well, I thought you could do Lottie Lane.
Well, Lania's is basically a chest voice for
It's true, Garland is all head talk.
Could we leave the musical discussion for another day? I want to lock these two up.
I warn you, I've got connections in very high places. I know Harry Cohn and Jack Warner personally. I have lunch with Luella Parsons.
Come on, you.
I have friends in Hollywood. who are destined for political greatness. Unknown actors today. Oh, but someday.
Oh, fine. When they get into office, they can elect you to their cabinet.
Oh, they will.
Come on, pal. Save it for sake's sake.
See if we captured the slasher and a saboteur. We'll probably make Winchell.
We are restored to the world! This calls us for a celebration. Kreuzflambe von große Knuten!
That's not made of corn, is it?
Corn?
Corn! That's it, Roger! We're wrong with setting our show in Washington. We need to set it in a place that's going to celebrate the spirit of America. The cornfields, cowboys, those surreys with the frilly little crap all over the top. I've got it! We've got to set our next show in Nebraska!
You two performed quite heroically. I intend to write Eleanor about you. I know that the Navy will be so proud of you, Nicole. And I'm so sorry this wasn't your real audition, or you certainly would have gotten the part.
That's okay, we got the girl.
You did? I did?
How could I resist a guy who comes flying out of walls every time I need him?
I gotta warn you, I'm not much of a hero naturally.
Nobody's a hero naturally. Besides, I'm more worried about chemistry.
That I got covered.
Yeah, you inherited it. What a storm!
Elsa?
Nein, I'm her cousin Katerina, the cook from Koblenz.
We who could laugh over big things